everyone, in today's video we will be covering the topic of picky eating in birds and discussing a couple of quick and easy solutions to get your bird on a healthier diet. Just so you guys know, these methods may not work on every individual bird or every species, but it's good to give them a try. For a bit of background information, my budgie Mango had not been on the best diet possible for the first 2 years of his life, and by the time 2024 came around, I figured that it was time to change that up. Of course, there had to be some sort of obstacle in my way, and that was simply Mango being a picky eater. I had always known he was hesitant to try new foods, which tended to place a limit on what I'd feed him in the past. This made me determined to find a way to get him to eat healthier meals. So in that case, after trial and error, I'm sharing with you multiple ways that work the best when fixing your bird's pickiness. Number 1 is taking away their typical food source and completely replacing it with the new one. I know at first this may not sound like a great idea, but it helps if your bird is especially picky. While most bird food products will tell you to gradually increase the percentage of food that is new into their regular diet, a picky eater will usually just avoid the new stuff. In my experience, this method works even better when you take all of their food away for a few hours, let them get hungry, and then only offer them the new ingredients. No, I'm not telling you to starve your bird. If they don't eat it, just wait until the next day, and if they still haven't eaten it, sprinkle some seeds or their original food on top. After a couple of days of repeating this process, you should start to see some progress. The most important thing that you can do is be consistent and not give up. The second way is less intense, and it will mainly apply to birds that aren't as extremely picky. To go about this, you will need to raise the exposure your bird has to the new food item more and more each day. Depending on what the type of food is, it may be good to cover your bird's regular meal with the new food. This creates a layer that your bird must dig through and potentially eat as it does. You could also mix in the food if it's smaller, like pellets, so that everywhere your bird tries to eat, it will probably end up with some of the new food as well. So, a few general tips that seem to aid in either of these processes are: 1. If you have a smaller bird, ensure that it is able to eat all or most of the food items easily. For example, when I give Mango carrots, he usually will not eat them unless they have been shredded up. I like to do this with a cheese grater with small holes, as it makes the food the perfect size. Obviously, lettuce and other leafy greens are harder to shred with a grater, and therefore I cut them to larger bits or provide them whole. 2. Give them a variety. Once the bird begins to open up to new things, provide plenty of different types of food. If you didn't know, birds don't have taste buds that are as advanced as ours, which means that they have to search for food primarily with their eyes. Some birds may be afraid to eat new food based on the color, making it important to introduce them to as many colors as you can. 3. Influence your bird. Showing your bird that it is safe to consume something will often influence them to try it. Other birds that live with yours may also be good influences. A picky bird is more likely to become interested when it sees another animal eating. 4. The last tip is to do your research. I'm sure a lot of you are here because your birds aren't getting the best diet, and that is great that you're caring about your bird's health, but it's also great if you take into consideration about the websites that you're using. Numerous websites online give out false information, so be careful with what you believe and look at multiple sources. If one website tells you that seeds should be 25% of your bird's diet, go check a few more to verify. Information is usually best if it's from the experts that actually own birds. Now, what is the best option? In my opinion, the first method is best for quicker results and has a higher chance of getting your bird to change its diet. It is the one that I used to get Mango on his new diet of a brown rice base and plenty of other healthy ingredients that I rotate each day. I still add a spoonful of seeds on top to entice him to eat, but I recently have been adding pellets to his meal. In the future, I plan to make more videos about Mango's diet and help you guys improve your bird's health. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.